Hi, I am Kenzo. My metric number is BK23160335 and we are from Group 2 presenting book review novel The Outsiders. The Outsiders is written by the author S.E. Hinton and published by Viking Press. The publication date is April 24, 1967, and the genre is about young adult fiction and had total 192 pages. And The Outsider is ostensibly about the animosity that exists between the Greaser and the Sock. Almost all the major incidents in the novel, minus the church fire, are altercation between the two rival groups. Superficially, the novel is story of rich versus poor, with Ponyboy and his friend positioned as protagonists and the Socks as antagonists. However, on closer inspection, the major conflict of the story is not necessarily that of the Greaser versus the Sock. Rather, the major conflict is how the Greasers and the Sock resist or respond to the social and economic element that keep their group separate. It is the social and economic factor that stereotype the member of the group, stripping them of their individuality and arguably their humanity. The novel ultimately explores how Greaser and the Sock choose to transcend this stereotype and reclaim their individuality.
Hello everyone, I am Saszwani.
Today, ours will talk about novel The Outsider by Hinton.
A story, it follows the struggle of Ponyboy Curtis, a teenage boy from the Greece. The story talks about a working class gang as he navigates conflict with the wealthy, Soch, and grapples with social expectations. The novel explored themes of friendship, loyalty, and the impact of socioeconomic difference on individuals as Ponyboy and his friend confront violence and prejudice. They discover the common humanity that transcends social divides.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosyantie Syafina, matrix number BA22110143. I will talk about the main characters of the novel. First is Ponyboy Curtis. Ponyboy is a 14-year-old Greaser who struggles with societal expectation and stereotypes. Second is Johnny Cat. Johnny Cat is Ponyboy's best friend. Johnny is a sensitive and quiet Greaser who becomes a central figure in the novel's plot. The third one is Derry Curtis. Derry Curtis is Ponyboy's older brother that's tough and strict but cares deeply for his brothers. Next, Soda Pop Curtis. Soda Pop or Soda is Ponyboy's older brother that easygoing, charming, and well-liked. Moreover, Dallas Deli Winston. Deli is the toughest and most rebellious member of the Greaser. Next is Two-Bit Matthews. Two-Bit is the jokester of the group, known for his sense of humor and love of mischief. 7 is Steve Randall. Steve Randall is Soda Pop's best friend and a fellow Greaser. Steve is known for his hot temper and loyalty. Cherry Valance, also one of the characters. Cherry is a social girl who befriends Ponyboy. She is insightful and challenges the stereotypes associated with Greasers and Socks. Lastly was Bob Sheldon. Bob is a Sock who becomes a source of conflict in the story, and he is aggressive, entitled, and contribute to the tension between the Greasers and Socks. Next, we're delving into the captivating setting of The Outsiders. The novel is set in the 1960s in a small American town. The East Side is populated by the Greasers, a group of working class boys with a tough exterior. The West Side is inhabited by the Socks, a wealthier and more privileged group. The socio-economic tension between the Greasers and Socks forms a central backdrop for the novel's exploration of identity, friendship, and societal expectation. The story includes various locations, such as the Curtis home, the drive-in movie, and J Mountain.
Hello, my name is Shahira Binti Zulkifli, matrix number BA22110190. Next, I will explain about themes. Firstly, bridging the gap between rich and poor. The Outsiders tells the story of two groups of teenagers whose bitter rivalries stem from socio-economic differences. However, Hinton suggests these differences in social class do not necessarily make natural enemies of the two groups, and the Greases and Sock share some things in common. For example, Cherry Valence, a Sock, and Ponyboy Curtis, a Greaser, discuss their shared love of literature, popular music, and sunsets. Their harmonious conversation suggests that shared passions can fill in the gap between rich and poor. Other than that, honor among the lawless. The idea of honorable action appears throughout the novel, and it works as an important component of the Greaser behavioral code. Greasers see it as their duty, Ponyboy says, to stand up for each other in the face of enemies and authorities. In particular, we see acts of honorable duty from Dally Winston, a character who is primarily defined by his delinquency and lack of refinement. Last but not least, the unpredictability of male-female interaction. As hostile and dangerous as the Greaser-Sock rivalry becomes, the boys from each group have the comfort of knowing how their male friends will react to their male enemies. When Randy and Bob approach Ponyboy and Johnny, everyone involved knows to expect a fight of some sort. With these plot elements, Hinton conveys the idea that cross-gender interaction creates unpredictable results. This message underscores the importance of male bonding in the novel to the creation of unity and structure. Next, we go to the style of this novel. The Outsiders is written in a colloquial style. Hinton employs slang, dialogue, and repetition to create an informal style that is a realistic representation of how teenagers in 1960s Oklahoma, specifically the Greasers, communicated with one another. The tone of The Outsiders is casual and authentic. Ponyboy tells the story as if he were talking to another teenager. His word choice is direct, and he often uses jargon and slang terms. There is very little sensory, imagery, or description which contributes to the casual nature of the tone.
Hi, my name is Elmizah Binti Tajang, metric number BA22110551. Okay, next I will explain about impact and reception. Many of the issues that adolescents in the novel face are still very prevalent today. For example, teenage suicide, pregnancy, smoking, drinking, and the importance of staying in school are still areas of concern for teens. Perhaps the only area that is missing is illegal drug use. Today, undoubtedly, at least one gang member will be using an illegal drug. The Outsiders won a lot of awards. One of them is New York Herald Tribune Best Teenage Books List, 1967. As a conclusion, Hinton allows readers to take an active role in the story. She effectively utilizes foreshadowing and almost challenges the reader to anticipate what is coming next. This technique works well because it does not distract readers from the story's action. It encourages critical thought and increases anticipation. The fact that this story ends with the same line that it opens with creates a full circle. This twist prompts the reader to read the book again. Okay, that's all from us, Group 2. Thank you.